Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, it's Saturday morning, and ain't God good? And won't He do it? Oh, yes, He will. Oh, yes, He will. I know my children probably saying, Mr. Lee Craft, Lee Craft, Lee Craft. You say the same thing every Saturday morning. I'm going to say Enoch, Ewok, Enoch. That means y'all sure know what to say. Look, yesterday, last night, had a chance to talk to my nephew, went to this game and everything, the homecoming. My nephew said, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew. Did you enjoy the game, Uncle Andrew? Yeah, I enjoyed the game, nephew. Y'all had a good game, had a good homecoming and everything. But before we get started, if you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com or go to Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, all those beautiful apps. Look for the animated black man with the white beard smiling and profiling and finally realize, y'all trying to size me up. My nephew said, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew, Uncle Andrew, the National Guard is here, Uncle Andrew. What do we do? What do you mean, nephew? What do we do? Uncle Andrew, you know what I mean. No, what do you mean? What do we do? Uncle Andrew, you need to stop playing. Nephew, I'm not playing. You asked me a question. What do we need to do? Tell me. What do we need to do? Uncle Andrew, I asked you the question, Uncle Andrew. You the adult in the room. You know what? You sure know what to say. Look, nephew. The National Guard is here for a reason. And the reason is to provide safety. Now, could it be politics involved? Maybe. But it's not a bad thing. You know, Memphis need help. They need help. What do you mean, Uncle Andrew? They need help. Nephew, it's simple, nephew. We need help we're already short on police officers, and crime is escalating. So we bring a National Guard in. It's just like say we go if you had a house that was full of roaches, right? Now the roaches are gonna come out at night. You turn the light on, they scatter. So the National Guard is kind of like raid. I guess they can do that work, right? I guess that do sound good, like raid, right? Like the spray that kill the bugs. Uncle Andrew, you mean to tell me, Uncle Andrew, they gonna come kill people? No, I never said that. What I said was their presence gonna make gang activity, make theft, make spousal with domestic violence. Some of those all things they're gonna disappear. You know what I'm saying? We won't have a large number of it because they know that they're not gonna tolerate a lot of nonsense. If you know what I mean, you know. So nephew, did I answer your question? No, Uncle Andrew, you didn't answer my question, Uncle Andrew. Yes, I asked you. What did I ask you, Uncle Andrew? Well, nephew, if you don't know what you asked me, then I guess I did answer your question. Uncle Andrew, you need to quit playing. That's what nephew told. But I said, nephew, look, this is the thing. Y'all had a good game last night, and you got Collierville, Germantown, like Piperton. Some of these places on the outskirts of Memphis, they are kind of like safe haven. But don't get it twisted now. Crime is everywhere. But when you got a heavy police force, it's less likely to enter into those certain places because they know zero tolerance on a lot of nonsense, But I just want to tell you, nephew, I am very, very proud of you. I've been hearing you've been doing good in school. And not only are you an athlete, but you got academic skills also. And that's a double-edged sword. If you're going to be a dangerous man. You know what, nephew? If you keep going where you're going, nephew, what if I told you, nephew, you have the potential to be the next president of the United States? Would you believe me? Uncle Andrew, I don't know if I want to be president, Uncle Andrew. That's a lot of responsibility, Uncle Andrew. That's a lot of responsibility. You mean tell me, I said, nephew, you mean tell me you can't handle it? I didn't say I couldn't handle it, Uncle Andrew. I just said it's a lot of responsibility. Nephew, you need good people in certain places that'll benefit everybody. So what if I told you, nephew, if you was to get there, God gonna anoint you to do a lot of great things? What would you say about that? I don't know, Uncle Andrew. I don't know, Uncle Andrew. If God is with me, who can be against me? My point exactly, nephew. So, like I said, nephew, today is a very special day that you are a senior. This is your homecoming. And like I said, I want you to be mindful that this last year, once you get out of high school, everything gonna be like a warp speed. Next thing you know, you're gonna be 50-something years old, nephew. Huh? Yeah. That's how fast time moves. So don't waste time on nonsense. You understand what I'm saying? Again, I understand. I understand. Well, nephew, if you understand, so what's the first thing you do when you graduate? First thing I'm gonna do, Uncle Andrew, is tell God thank you, Uncle Andrew. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell God thank you, Uncle Andrew, because get this scholarship, Uncle Andrew, and I'm gonna make everybody in my family proud. No, nephew, don't try to make us proud. Make yourself proud. When you make yourself proud, if you're doing the right thing, we're proud already. So like I say, everything starts with that man in the mirror, that person in the mirror. But be mindful. No matter what you're going through, I can guarantee you one thing. It's going to be okay as long as you make God a part of your life. That's a what-if guarantee, nephew. Nephew, so what else is on your mind, nephew? Uncle Andrew, I got a lot of things, Uncle Andrew, I want to talk to you about, Uncle Andrew, but I want to be off air. Why off air, nephew? I don't worry about my business, Uncle Andrew. Nephew, if you have an opportunity, nephew, hold on. What if excuse me, what if I told you, nephew, that the questions that you ask me are not only for you, but to help others? Because you're not the only one going through what you're going through. Uncle Andrew, are you serious about that? Yeah, I'm serious about that. People are going through certain things. Everybody's having some problems, nephew. Everybody. It had nothing to do with your status in life. Problems hit everybody. See, some things that you going through it and came out of, somebody else may be going through it and don't know how to get out of it. They just stuck in the middle. But the things that you talk about that we discussed helps them go all the way through. You understand? Yeah, Uncle Andrew, I understand. Uncle Andrew, I didn't look at it that way, Uncle Andrew. Uncle Andrew, if I was to run for president, Uncle Andrew, could you be my VP? Yeah, I could be your VP. Shoot, nephew, and I guarantee you one thing, that we're going to make America be better than what it is. I didn't say great. Be better than what it is, nephew. And everything starts with us. Balance. Black and white relationships. All races coming together as one. One band, nephew. One sound. Together, we got an opportunity to make this world a better place. Uncle Andrew, you a wise man. Nephew, what if I told you ain't lying? So, nephew, you got anything else you want to ask me, nephew? No, Uncle Andrew, no, I don't got it. Yeah, Uncle Andrew, I got one thing to ask you, Uncle Andrew. What's that, nephew? Uncle Andrew, yeah? What's up, nephew? Uncle Andrew, I love you, Uncle Andrew. And Uncle Andrew love you, too. Is that it? Yeah, that's it, Uncle Andrew. That's it, Uncle Andrew. You sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Thank you, Uncle Andrew. I love you, Uncle Andrew. And I love you, too, nephew. So, with that being said, dear Lee Craft, this is my podcast, What If? If you have any comments or concerns, please email me at leecraftwhatif@gmail.com. One band, one sound. Together, we got an opportunity to turn this whole world around. But in order to have a real conversation, you got to have real people if you want to have a real conversation. Have a blessed day. And please find time and make time to tell God